Hello everybody. So through this session we'll continue the literature and we'll continue with scene passages. So today's chapter is COORG only. So the very first scene paragraph here is this one. So after reading this paragraph you have to answer these questions only. So the very first question here is where is COORG situated? And in the very first line it is given here that it is midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. So we write down COORG is situated between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. Likewise, the second question is what does the author say about the people of COORG? So, in the very first, second line, it is written that this rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men and beautiful women. So, we'll write down the author says that COORG is inhabited by proud race of martial men and beautiful women. Next question is which crops grow in COORG in plenty? So in the very second paragraph here it is written that spices and coffee plantations are there and they grow in plenty there. We'll write down spices and coffee grow in COORG in plenty. Next question is what is the best time of the year to visit COORG? So it is written that during the monsoon it rains heavily there, which used to keep visitors away. However, the season of joy commences from September till March. So that is the best time to visit COORG. So we'll write down the best period to visit COORG is between September and March. Last question here is find a word from the passage which means health giving. So in this line the air breeze of invigorating is the word which means health giving. So we'll write down invigorating. Likewise, second paragraph is there. This one. So after reading this paragraph, we will answer these questions. So the very first question here is what does the author say about the descent of a people of COORG? So it is written that the people of COORG are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent only. So we'll write down the author says that the people of COORG are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. Second question is why did a part of Alexander's army settle here? So it is written as the story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. So we write down they are settled here because their return had become impractical. Third question is which things show that their culture is distinct from Hindu mainstream. Distinct means different from Hindu mainstream. So, so we can say that they are different as their culture, martial traditions, marriages, religious rites. They are distinct, different from Hindu mainstream. So they are different in these ways. So we'll write down their martial traditions, marriages, and religious rites show that they are distinct. Distinct means different from the Hindu mainstream. Fourth question is next question is what is so similar between the Kodavus and the Arabs? So uh, the long black coat which is embroidered worn by Kodavus is which is known as kufiya. It resembles kufiya worn by the Arabs. So in that way these things are similar between Kodavus and Arabs. So we lie down the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt known as kupiya or kufiya is so similar to the one worn by the Arabs. Last is find a word from the passage which means different. So from here the word is distinct only. So we write down distinct. Third paragraph is this one. So these are the questions followed by the paragraph. First of all we'll read the paragraph and then try to answer these questions. The very first question is what kind of tales do the Kurgi people tell their children? So from here we can see that they recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. Valor means bravery. So we lie down they tell their children the tales of bravery of their sons and fathers. Like my second question is which famous Kurgi is mentioned in this paragraph? So definitely the chief of army General Kariappa, he was a Kurgi only and he was mentioned in this paragraph. So we'll write down the first chief of Indian Army General Cariappa was a COORG mentioned in this paragraph. Next question is, what does the narrator say about the COORG regiment? So he says that COORG regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian Army. Radon, he says that the COORG regiment is the most decorated in the Indian Army. Likewise, fourth question is, which wild animals are described here? So from here we can see that kingfisher is described, squirrels are there, langurs and elephants. These are the animals described. So we'll write down uh, kingfishers. Next is squirrels. Langurs and elephants are described here. Last is, find a word from the passage which means many. So from here the word is numerous. So we'll write down numerous.